There's people who think Joel isn't even alive in the trailer for The Last of Us Part 2. Let's just call it the Crazy Ellie theory. We're going to dissect every inch of this theory and talk about how it can be true or not. I personally think it's not though. Neil Druckmann, the director of The Last of Us, has already said that The Last of Us Part 2 is about hate. Ellie is clearly very upset throughout the trailer. Her hands are shaking when she's trying to play a guitar, and there's blood literally dripping off of her face while she seems completely unfazed by it, along with bodies all around the house that she clearly killed. She's singing a song right on top of her fresh kill for starters. Joel walks in from outside and then walks over to her and asks her,
"What are you doing, kiddo?
and then he says,
You really gonna go through with this?"
They never showed Joel's face throughout any of this trailer. The questions he asked were kind of vague, ghostly, almost like he isn't even there. If you ever watched Dexter, there was a lot of scenes where Dexter would talk to his dad during hard times, and his dad was never there because he was dead. This trailer feels like one of those episodes. The last thing Ellie says in the trailer is,
I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
it's extremely out of character for Ellie to want blood like this. She was normally the upbeat person who swore more than anyone else and told jokes very often.
Light on the reading, but it's got some interesting photos.
Now, Ellie, that ain't for kids.
Whoa! How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Look, hold
Just-
your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together? I'm just fucking with you. Bye-bye, dude.
You see her now and she's extremely serious, very angry, and wants to kill. The biggest possible thing that could have happened to cause this kind of shift in her character is Joel being killed, possibly by the Fireflies. Which brings us to our next part. Why is Joel dead and how did it happen? Major spoilers for the first game, so leave now if you don't want to be spoiled. To be murdered means that someone has to want you dead. The single most probable people I can think of that want Joel dead is the Fireflies. The whole first game was about Joel smuggling Ellie across the country to a Firefly hospital. They put Joel up to this because Ellie is immune to cordyceps, which is the virus that created the infected in both games. They want Ellie so they can make a vaccine and save the world from the infection.
How the hell are you breathing in this stuff?
I wasn't lying to you.
After a crazy adventure, Joel and Ellie make it to their hospital, but this is when shit went sideways.
Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
So, obviously, this didn't sit well with Joel or most of the players at all. They've been through too much together and it just seemed wrong for Ellie to die like this. What if it doesn't even work? What if they can't make a vaccine after all? She would die for nothing. Joel felt that she was his daughter at that point in the game. He lost his daughter once and he wasn't about to do it again. So Joel, being the protective person he was, killed every single Firefly in his way to the room Ellie was going to be killed in, including what I assume was a top doctor, and there's not many of those around. Not only did he take Ellie and the chance of a cure from the Fireflies, he also killed Marlene, who was a Firefly boss.
Wait! Let me go! Please.
You just come after her.
If the Fireflies are still active, there's absolutely no way they would let that go unanswered. They had the resources to find him, and they are in fact around in part 2, because their insignia is one of the first things you see in the trailer. Keep in mind that finding a cure is the entire belief system of the Fireflies. That's like what it's all about for them. They said they would kill anyone who tries to stop that, and Joel stopped it pretty damn good right in front of them. After what he's done, he's probably their most wanted. It's obvious that the Fireflies and Joel have bad blood, but this doesn't actually mean that Joel is dead. It's easy to assume that and draw conclusions to how it could have happened, but there really is no solid proof at all, only theories. Also, if Joel was able to fight his way through a heavily defended Firefly hospital in which the Fireflies themselves believed the cure was being made, you have to consider that maybe the Fireflies simply can't kill Joel at all. Fireflies aren't even remotely close to the worst people that Joel and Ellie had to deal with. And if Joel was really dead, and the Joel in the trailer was just Ellie imagining him, why have the gun in his hand, or the bigger beard, or the noticeably older voice?
What are you doing, Tess? What are you doing, kiddo?
Why did he clearly look at the dead body in the bathroom if he was a vision? Ellie wasn't even in that part of the house. I don't think she's that crazy. Sure, his questions seemed vague, but you have to remember that Joel and Ellie have seen a lot of people die. They probably wouldn't be so bothered by dead enemies anymore, especially if they're on a revenge quest, which is what The Last of Us 2 is actually about. Here's what else might have happened. After the end of the first game, most of the cast is dead. The only friends Joel and Ellie had left were Joel's little brother Tommy and his wife Maria. Tommy and Maria had a settlement that they had just restored electricity to. They had food too. I'm not a psychic, but it's obvious that Joel and Ellie would go back to live there after the end of the first game. It's the best, most stable place they could possibly stay at. But then after some time goes by, the Fireflies finally tracked Joel and Ellie down and killed their friends and family at their base. There's probably even a whole new character that we don't even know about yet who was close to Ellie or Joel and they were killed. Why a new character? Because Naughty Dog never showed anything about Sarah when they were marketing the first game. There really was no indicator at all that Joel had a daughter before the apocalypse started in any of the trailers. She basically didn't exist yet. That's something to think about because it was the most impactful death in the entire game, yet you only know her character for 15 minutes before it happens. If Naughty Dog can write an intro that makes you cry 15 minutes in, then there's nothing they can't write to perfectly illustrate why Ellie would be hungry for blood in The Last of Us Part 2. So while it is possible that Joel is dead, it's also possible that it was someone else who died. It will be quite the shock if the main character of the first game is just dead so quick, considering how tough he was in the first game. What I do know for sure is that someone definitely died, and this is why Ellie is the way she is in the second game. The trailer was very bloody, and blood is usually symbolic to revenge. And on top of all the blood, one thing I noticed is that at least one of the guys is missing an eye, probably because of Eye for an Eye, which is all about revenge, which again, that's what The Last of Us 2 is about, it's about revenge. Trust me, someone Ellie cared about was killed. That's really all I got on that theory, but if you have any of your own theories, you should say them in the comments. Oh, by the way, I've also been noticing that my sub count's been going up like really fucking fast compared to how it normally does. So I really want to thank you guys for this. I don't even know how to even start. I don't even know how to say it, to be honest. But I'm gonna keep the videos coming, and if you're one of the people that do that, thank you very much.